Hello everyone, if you're watching this video, then you just purchased the Will Academy 2.0, and I'm just taking a live trade and just explaining why I took this trade. So pretty much on the 5 minute, the trend is overall down. The 50 is way out of the street. Um, See this massive funnel right here? The overall trend is down. So you can hold this for about a good, I say roughly 20 minutes. It's a scalping trade, so I'm going for 10 pips and I'm out. But the whole point, you have a nice M right here. You have a nice M105. The overall trend is down. You see this big, huge space between them, which they call a funnel. And it's pretty simple. You're going with the trend at this point. So pretty much, it was a nice entry. The entry was early. I just literally just came to the chart and noticed that it closed. It rejected H4 support that is now resistance, and the overall trend is down. So meaning we could ride this all the way down to this point right here. To this point right here, because price is making a lower low, new lower lows as price is falling, and this wick right here. So we see that wick right here, which is this support area. Price is trying to break it. So knowing that the trend is overall down, we can hold it and we can exit the trade in this area, since that's the area as support. Now, knowing that the trend is overall down, we can just hold the trade and then let it do what it do. But I'm scalping 10 pips. I'm going to show you guys the method that I'm pretty much doing. It's pretty much simple. Looking at my support areas, noticing that it just reject. Here, if I zoom in more, you will see that price. This is an H4 support that is now resistance. So more than likely, price is going to fall all the way back down to this support. And I haven't updated my chart. I just literally just came, looked at the chart and said, oh, it's not, it's a nice sell position. So I just hopped in the sell. So being that the trend is overall down, seeing this big space with the 200 alligator, it's a massive trend down. So like I said, the entry could have been on the opening of that red candle. Seeing that the wick orange point is also red, that is good, and it rejected 45 on the 5 minutes. So it's pretty much just putting two time frames together and seeing what the price is doing. Now, overall, seeing that price is trying to trade back to an uptrend, but the overall trend is down, we're not going to panic. We're just going to hold it and let the trade do what it do. I want to show you guys the importance of just following the trend, and you don't have to worry about anything. Just stick with the trend and let it do what it do. Now, seeing that this resistance is already, seeing that this support is already resistance, we can hold this trade and just let the trade play out. Now, I'm glad I was able to catch this live for you guys so you can see when I talk about support becoming resistance and seeing that it's acting as resistance. That's what you want to see. That's the nicest, that's the most beautiful setups you can see. TP can literally be this area right here all the way down. That's about 47 pips. So we're going to trail it down that way. We're going to trail it down and let the trade play out. Being the trend is overall down anyway makes it even more better. I would rather look for sales unless I get a bounce off. Like if I would have caught this, I would have definitely entered that buy because this candlestick pattern is a nice pin bar. So I would have already knew to get in after I see a bullish close candle. I would have got in that trade, just seeing the bounce off pin bar, close bullish entry right here. Now, knowing that this trend is overall down, I really don't have anything to worry about. Like I said, seeing the big funnel on the 1 minute and seeing the overall trend is down anyway, seeing this huge end, it's pretty much definitely going to keep dropping. So you guys can see me take the trade live and see the trade play out. Like I said, I'm scalping for 10 pips. I'm definitely going to get 10 pips out of this. I'm just going to let the trade, hold the trade and just let the trade do what it do. But my main focus and main reason why I entered this trade was because the H4 just got respected as a resistance, and in the past it's been respected. That same thing, it's been respected in the past on the 1 minute chart. The overall trend is down. So pretty much what price is going to try to do is break this support. Okay, so that could definitely be target down this area. But like I say, I'm a 10 pip king. I know how to scalp for 10 pips. I know the exactly nice setups to do it. I know exactly, I can come to the chart and look at it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get in this sell. This sell is valid because on the 5 minute, not only is my willful entry point red, it rejected the 45 in May. That's just telling me that it is definitely power in that downtrend. Seeing how spacey the 50 and the 200 alligator is, I got a good entry. Like I said, the entry could have been better off that. After this candle closed bullish, I mean bearish, I could have got in right there. Just seeing the rejection from the 45, knowing that the overall trend is down, seeing that it's spaced between the 200 and the 50. The 50 is outside of the street. That's just a clear indication that the trend down is strong. So like I said, we can target this support area. We can target that support area for sure. We can definitely target that area. Being able to identify when support becomes resistance is very strong into the market. It is very powerful, because what happens when support becomes resistance, it falls down to the next support area, the next previous support. Prices close underneath a H1 support, which is more momentum. So just knowing that, after you watch my how to get your supports from the H4s and the H1s, you're pretty much going to be looking for that. You're going to be looking for resistance to become support, and demand become resistance. So support become resistance, and support becomes demand. Support become resistance, and resistance becomes support. So it's definitely great when your time frames is matching together like this, and you see this huge downtrend. You want to definitely should have entered. Could have got it. If I came to the chart just a little bit earlier than what I did, I could have caught this right here. We're seeing the past bearish candle, next candle opening, bearish candle, next candle opening, bearish candle, next candle opening. So pretty much what I'm seeing is every time price comes to this area, a bearish closed candle, entry. Just because you got a nice M right here, you got a great confirmation that the price is going down, and you just hold that trade, and you just keep holding until the price makes its way to the new lower low. What makes it beautiful, because it's already been respected in the past. Price have already bounced off this area previously, and it created a new lower low here. So in the long run, if price pull back more for me, if price get to this area, I'm going to wait for another bearish close candle and get another entry for the sell. Because that entry, momentum could have fell down previously from that entry. But, price said, let's go back to retest that area one more time and let it act as support again. That'd be great for me, because I could add another lot size beside that and just let the trade play out and let it run. Like I say, stop losses purposes, you could put your stop loss to the previous high if you want, meaning from the the M5, you can put your stop loss maybe above the 50 moving average if you want, and target this support area right here. It's a good stop loss if you put it above the 50 on the 5 minute, or you can put it above the 200 on the 5 minute time frame. It's completely up to you on what you want to do, but the whole concept is you're going with the trend. So there's really no panic here. Price will eventually make a new lower low. Seeing how the 5 minute look, seeing we have a lot of momentum with the willful entry point method, the willful entry. This is just off that, just putting everything together and going with the trend. This entry could have definitely been better than what it is, but like I said, I just came to the chart and I noticed it was a good entry. So price could have fell right with my entry, but it happens. But I already have in mind where I would add another lot size if things was to turn, and if it does decide to give me another entry, because I'd rather enter down here in the middle than to enter way down here for a sell. So that, like I said, it's a good entry right here. It's a good entry because the overall trend is down anyway. So more than likely, price will probably come back to test the support area and bounce right off that area. I haven't really updated my chart to know if there are new supports. I immediately just came to the chart and said, "Oh wow, this is a good entry point," and didn't hesitate at all and just entered the market. So this is a simple sell, seen in the past that this support that is now resistance is acting as resistance. So it's good. It's a good entry. Like I said, it could have been better, but the momentum down is still strong. So that's a good thing too. So like I said, price would eventually come back here. Going for 10 pips. I wasn't planning to trade, but when you see setups like this, you have to take advantage. You have to take it because it's better you take the trade than to watch it go into your favorite and you be like, I could have took the trade, but people let fear get to them. But I see this all the time, several times. It's like it's easy money. Okay, it's like super easy money. So when you see setups like this and the trend is overall down and they give you a sell entry, you get in the market. You see it already reject the 45 on the 5-minute time frame. That's just easy confirmation. Like I said, if I would have just came to the chart 10 minutes earlier, I could have got better entry just seeing that price done that. So right now, price is broke under a previous support that is now looking like it's acting as resistance as well. When you see that, that's just nice. It's like easy money. The 5-minute is showing you that it's full out bearish. You do not want to be buying in this entry unless you're getting it down in this area. This is where you look for the buy, okay? In this area, this is where you would want to look for the buy. And like I said, the Wolf entry point just opened red, which is more momentum for it. So but I already spotted the sell entry before that, and that's why I say knowing everything in the market is definitely beneficial because it helps you understanding everything above, everything around the market. So you kind of track the market. The market is easy. It's really easy. And this is XRP. I've been studying this for almost a week now. So this pair is very respectful, and it's a good pair to trade, and it's very respectful when it becomes support, resistance, and stuff like that. And they act as support, act as resistance. It's easy money. So pretty much we can exit the trade down here because more than likely this is where price will be heading to test this area once again. And if it's respected, more likely it will be respected, seeing this huge rejection. It's okay. We'll just look for the buy. We'll just look for the bounce off for the buy and then get in the buy instead. Okay. So having this in your mind. When you're in a losing trade, right, and you holding it, hoping price come back to that area, do the same with when you take a sell. When you take a sell for price to go in your favor, you hold it until the trade play out. It's the same thing. You hold that trade until the trade actually play out in your favor. Like I said, this is an easy scalping method because it already acted as support. The support already acted as resistance. So when that happens, price bounce and go back to the next previous support. Price just closed under an H1 support, which is more momentum for you, which is easier. So I like when I catch live trades so you guys can see it live so you know that it works. Okay, so we got 10 pips, so we exit that and we stick to the game plan. So that was a good, easy 10 pip scalp in seconds. And that's it. So pretty much I just waited patiently. When I waited, I seen that was previous resistance, and I saw on my 5-minute that it just rejected the 45 EMA. So I'm like, yeah, this is an easy 10 pips. So one likely price will keep falling down in this area. I'm a expert scalper, so I get my 10 and I'm out of there. And I do it 10 times a day. And so it's roughly be $1,000 a day. So it's like you don't be greedy. Once your TP is hit, once you get 10 pips, you get out. Okay, and you just wait for another sell opportunity. So right here, I'll be looking for a buy when price get back there, seeing this huge rejection already, but seeing this nice end. I already knew price was in, momentum was on my side, seeing that the 50 is outside of the Wall Street too, and it just rejected that 45 EMA. I got in. I didn't hesitate at all, and the overall trend is down. That is easy money. So I love when I take these live trades so you guys can see that it actually works. And also my trend strength indicator is telling me 90%, and as well as my 5-minute. So like I said, price will just keep falling right here. I don't care about prices keep falling because I'm not greedy. I'm in it to get 10 pips and I'm out. Okay, if I can trail it, that's different, but I like to just get my money off the table and just wait for another setup. That's how I stay consistent in this easy money from there. So again, guys, I just seen it was an easy entry. I just seen that this support was recently acting as resistance, and then I came to the chart. I seen that it rejected the 45 on the 5-minute, and I entered right here. It was an early entry, but I know momentum is on my side because it closed underneath this H1 support, which gives me more momentum and more confident that price will continue to fall. So that is it, guys. You guys seen a live trade, easy money, like always, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep running it up, baby. So learn it, trade it. Let's eat.